Black Clover Mobile came out in JP on May 24th. Now it says 25th, but that's only because that was in JP time zones. But over here in EST time zone, BCM released on the 24th. And we have a lot of important stuff coming up. I mean, in a bit more than a month, it's going to be May 24th. And that's going to mark the first anniversary of Black Clover Mobile. This is going to be one of the most important dates, or the most important date for the game. All right. Whether we want to say it or not, there's a lot of things that people despise with Black Clover and a lot of things that must be fixed. And we've had a bunch of promises and a bunch of stuff we already have revealed as to what is coming for the first anniversary. Now, we have a bunch of units still teased, and one of the main units that we could be sure is coming is Valkyrie Noelle. She has been shown in the leaks to have her skill icons, and for the most part, we could just imagine that the way the story is following, we are already in the Royal Knights arc. Well, we finished the Royal Knights arc, and we are going into the Elf arc now. So it does make sense, and I could see Valkyrie Noelle being the first anniversary unit, as she is supposed to be at this point the next festival on JP. Now, even if you're playing on global, it is very important what we're discussing in this video because of the fact that if JP first anniversary flops, I do not believe for a lot of people there is a reason for people to continue playing the game in complete honesty. I am not lying when I say that the anniversary really is a make it or break it. I probably will continue to post content even if it is a flop, but we'll go over the facts as to why anniversary is so important and what we should be getting. We already have 3 new things known coming, so we will discuss that. But let's talk about, first of all, what I want to see. So, first of all, we need good content that makes up for the lack of content / replayable content that is enjoyable. As of right now, if we check it, there's not really much replayable content besides Arena that you could do 10 times a day, 10 to 12 times a day. Okay, that is your replayable content. The other thing is non-ranked, non-anything matchmaking arena, PvP, real-time arena, that is only really against people you know, right? You're not playing against randoms, you're not playing against actual people for rewards, right? So that I think is another big thing, which I think would be nice to see maybe for first anniversary or a bit later, but I think first anniversary, in my opinion, would be good. Okay, we need good content, new content, because as of right now, I think it's been a while since we've actually gotten good new content. Keyword good. Okay, so I think there's a lot of stuff that they need to work on, but first of all, it would be that. Second of all, a good meta direction. Anniversaries are huge. Okay, Black Asta was a meta changing unit that created a whole new type of play, a more slow play for the next half year. Okay, he completely was the meta defining unit. He was that unit. Okay, him and Charlotte changed up the game, especially with Transcendence. So we could expect the anniversary unit to be something similar. We need it to be because that is how it should be for the anniversary of Black Clover Mobile, and also just because the game does need to go in a direction where the meta will change. So with the first anniversary, we should expect good content, a good meta direction, and then third of all, proper events. Now, these are all stuff that have been mentioned here. So we're going to go through the last 4 months of information that they've given to lead up to this hype being built up throughout the whole JP part of the English community. So anyone who plays JP has the understanding that JP needs to make this first anniversary good. It really is to the point where if it isn't good, I don't think there is hope for the game because of how much has been hyped up and how they are putting so much emphasis on the fact that they have put so much work into the first anniversary. Okay, that really is what we need to talk about. So, first of all, back in December, 4 months ago, they said that in 2024, new types of updates such as event stories and original stories will also be released. We are discussing in a positive direction with the original source, so please wait a little while. And a little while indeed, because it has been a total of almost over 120 days considering the release date of this. About 120 days since this was talked about. So, because of this, we could expect that they might be holding out till anniversary or a bit before, maybe the season 12 update. We'll have to see. But yes, It's been 4 months. We have no news of this at all. Okay, so that's piece number one that we could expect for the first anniversary. Piece number two. This was something almost 2 full months later that the new lead developer came out and said, yo guys, we kind of screwed up, the game really isn't in a good direction, we're gonna come fix it. And so far since this, a lot of good things have been happening, I can confirm that. But the biggest part of this, besides, first of all, I guess the thing we could talk about is them wanting to make replayable PvE content. All right, we are also developing PvE content that can be enjoyed at all the time. Okay, that is a big sentence for people to know, right? Being able to have something replayable is huge. So them putting that into this is very important. Alongside this, the upcoming first anniversary update will feature completely new content and events. And the Black Clover mobile development team is concentrating all its efforts to ensure a great playing experience. We will do our best to come back with the next news as quickly as possible. So already, right, we've had this talking about new event stories and original stories, which here kind of plays into this, right? Talking about new content and events, and then the replayable content. Okay, so because of that, we could imagine that hopefully soon, replayable content, events, and new what they say, new original stories would be added. Okay, those are three things that all tie in to proper events and content that makes up for the lack of content. Basically, being able to have replayable content. Now, finally, first anniversary development progress. It's still over a month away, and they've already brought us 3 new pieces of content, or just things that are going to be added to the game. First of all, there's going to be the wanted event, okay? Or the wanted content. So basically, there's 3 different types of things that you could catch, from what I'm understanding. Or there's 3 different types of things that you could do. So either you catch the little like dog thingies. I don't know, they're called like King Wolf, so kind of like a dog animal thing. Then monster attack, or breaking the limit, doing as much damage as you can. So these are 3 different things that you're going to be able to do. Give you 2 types of currencies, and I think both of them will have certain rewards for them. I don't know if they mention it. Let's read this part. So there's 3 modes, or 3 difficulties: easy, normal, and hard. You can use the wanted badge, which I think is the point thing. The wanted badge, you have to subdue monsters with bounties and bonus points that can be obtained after defeating. You can exchange them for special mission rewards. Bounties are like traditional subjugation battles or world bosses. We want to operate with normalized content, fundamental fun that you cannot feel in existing content. We are testing it closely so that you can experience it. So that's the first part, okay? Actual new content, something new, an actual new game mode. Is it much new things? No, there's not any new monsters. It's not something completely new, but it is something. Okay, this is a start, and due to this being they posted this 2 months before anniversary would start. So this is giving me insight that there's probably going to be more. Besides that, there's also the reconstruction of the actual squad challenges, where you compete to get as many points as you can per squad, where now you either do battle, growth, or life for missions, and it's supposed to be a lot easier in terms of not having to be, as play progresses in an unreasonable competitive environment, the structure prevents you from fully enjoying the fun inherent in the content. I'm well aware of how it is designed, so they're going to reorganize the content into a content called Knights Contest, and this is going to be made much easier and hopefully keep people more happy. And this is a lot better, right? Being able to select what you want to do in the game instead of being forced to do gear is going to be good. So this is the second part that they've currently mentioned for anniversary end of May. Then we've got new Mage's Path, which is going to be more rewards for new players, which I think is definitely good. I think honestly I should probably add this. For what we need is good rewards, and this seems to be good rewards. It seems that we might just get Julius for free in this chest. Considering Julius is here, my understanding is that's what it's going to be. So that's basically it for what they are telling us at the moment. This is what we know, okay? So of course we know Valkyrie Noelle is going to be the anniversary unit. We know that they want to do event stories and original stories, okay? We know that they are planning replayable content, which might be the wanted game mode that we just talked about. And we also know that everything is going into this first anniversary. And we know of obviously the Mage's Path, the squad challenges, reconstruction, and then also the wanted game mode. Okay. Now, is this enough from what we know? No, we need more. Okay. First of all, the well, I would hope comes with other units. That's my hope. And if she doesn't, Noelle needs to be one of the most damn versatile units in the game. Okay, first of all, that's the first thing. Second of all, content. I think content-wise, we need a little bit more. Okay, I'm expecting there to be a bit of a, I don't know how to explain it, but I need more from limited. Okay, I need there to be more to get it rewards wise, and also just more game modes constantly. Okay, there was a very fun game mode that they kind of scrapped, being the wave game mode where you had 3 teams to defeat 10 very difficult waves, and it was nigh impossible. But I think if they reconstructed it, it could be very fun. So I'm hoping that one comes back because they already have most of it done. They just need to do a little brush up on it, if I'm being honest. Then it can be very good. So I really do think that first anniversary is a make it or break it moment. And it's very close also to global half anniversary, but still I feel like the JP one's going to be more important because it's going to give us more future insight to everything coming. But I think we have a good future, all depending on the next month of Black Clover Mobile. Please let me know what you guys think. What do you guys expect is going to happen? Do you think it's going to flop? Do you think it's not going to flop? Do you think they're going to cook? Let me know.